Watching the News Hour at 9.
While poll-bound Kerala witnesses feverish jostling between two dominant contenders, the left and the Congress party, today their scorching attacks and vicious rivalry was blunted by a match-fixing charge made by the Prime Minister. In an election rally, Prime Minister Modi reminded that the two parties, the left and the Congress, may be contesting against each other in Kerala, but are contesting together in Bengal and Assam. This, the Prime Minister said, is the secret pact of the Congress and the left to hoodwink the people and loot the nation. Listen in to the Prime Minister.
The first time voter of Kerala is disappointed with LDF and UDF. For many years, the worst kept secret of Kerala politics was the friendly agreement of UDF and LDF. Now, the first time, voter of Kerala is asking, what is this match fixing? 5 years, one loots. 5 years, the other loots. People are seeing how UDF and LDF misled people. In West Bengal, Congress and left are one. Congress and left were partners in UPA 1 in Delhi. The left continue to give issue-based support to UPA 2. But here in Kerala, during the election, they put allegations. And after coming to power, they never act on it. Their behind the scene games are now exposed.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Well, the legitimate question tonight is only one. Has the Prime Minister exposed Rahul Gandhi's trickery? And that's the question I want to ask Mr. Gokul Chandran, political analyst who's joining me live from Thiruvananthapuram. Mr. Gokul Chandran, yesterday the Congress party went and, raised such a shindy over the fact that there is some sort of an undisclosed alliance between a fixed match between Pinarayi Vijayan and Prime Minister Modi. The actual fixed match is there for everybody to see between the left and the Congress, which are fighting together in Assam and Bengal and pretending to be against each other in Kerala. Does ideology stand for nothing anymore in politics?
Good evening, Navika. I can understand Mr. Modi, who is a politician and who is used to make this Jumla speeches, making all sorts of such allegations. But as a senior journalist, you must be knowing the political history of Kerala and political history of the communist parties in India. The other thing which I want to say is the Communist Party in Kerala now has become the Communist Party of Pinarayi Vijayan. It is an autocratic party. And
you're saying the Congress party is a democratic party where besides Mr. Rahul Gandhi, there are other people who can lead the party. And Pinarayi Vijayan is the lone dictator in the left parties. Respond to him, Mr. Sebastian Paul, former member of parliament of the CPIM. I want to ask you, Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, is the history of Kerala divorced from the history of the rest of India?
No, we are also an integral part of the country. The politics in Kerala is also part of the politics in other parts of the state. But I can say now there is absolutely no sense in the oft-repeated charge of duplicity or tie-up or a secret alliance between Congress and the left parties. Here, we are the two main opponents, the left parties and the Congress. We are fighting against each other for power.
But the Congress says you have a secret pact with GVN Narasimha Rao's party, the BJP.
No, that is why I said there is absolutely nothing Because there are historical moments when all these parties, different parties, divergent parties came together, like in 1977 to fight against Indira Gandhi, or in 2004.
Exactly. In 2004, in 2009, when outside support was given, various occasions when the left and the Congress party have tangoed together. But the allegation, GVL Narasimha Rao, is that you are the one propping up the left parties, even though the left parties have filed an FIR against central agencies, which according to many, at your behest, has been putting cases of gold smuggling against the left parties. Yet the Congress and Rahul Gandhi feel that you have a secret alliance with the left.
I think Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party had to come up with something. They could not have come up with anything more crazier than this. Certainly, they need to get their heads checked, because I think it certainly shows that they are not in the right frame of mind. Even in politics, when you make up things, they must sound even remotely sensible. The only party, the BJP and left, we are sworn rivals, ideologically poles apart. And the Congress is only trying to hide the fact that they are hand in glove with the left. I think it's not history.
Dr. Anand Ranganathan, is Mr. Rahul Gandhi trying to improvise a bad political situation for himself by making such allegations? Because the Congress and the left can tango, but the BJP Congress or the BJP left can never tango. So why is he making allegations of this kind?
No, Navika, you must understand this is fencing and tango at the same time. But we have to reconcile with this fact that for a long time to come, in the near future at least, the communists will be entrenched at 3 places in India: Kerala, JNU and the media.
Well, Kerala, JNU and the media. Well, the battle is on in the state of Kerala. April 6th, Kerala goes to polls. But the Prime Minister today hitting right back at the Congress party and, of course, at the left parties, talking about this unholy nexus between the two, Assam, Bengal, but against each other in Kerala. Does anybody know about ideologies anymore in political parties? That's the big question. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.